Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming in today. I know it's been a rough lately. Remind you that we're still in a Mercury retrograde after shadow period. Was a lot of miscommunications today. There was a lot of things that's still acting like a Mercury retrograde. You need to understand how that works. For it, after shadow period, it usually takes about 2 weeks to fade out. So today we're going to be talking about accepting where you are in the journey as a twin flame. For it, the credit goes to Tiffany H that she requested and it was accepted by the chat room. For it, but before I do this, and we're going to dive within this journey that we have for want to kind of like walk you out within what's going on right now within the situations, energetically and gravitationally wise, on what we actually doing because I couldn't able to do the astrology gravitational report for today. You need to understand that this energy is there right now, oppositions of Virgo, Pisces, and Libra areas for it. You need to understand that the Virgo and Libra, those are a direct energies. They are walking in a progress. The direct, that is in Virgo, that is a Mercury, and he goes and asks for direct communications. But it's opposing Neptune and Pisces. That's mean communications with no deceptions, no this, no that, and no that's gotta end because you can't organize something that it's based of deceive and so on and so on. You're gonna feel this generational thing that it's been in you and others and so on and so on. It's gonna be require a lot of healing in there. On the other side, we have the Sun and Venus there in Libra, which is opposing Jupiter. There is retrograde. If you grow understandings about love now, that understanding about love from what you knew, for it, it is not working. Something is not working right. Why? Because it was based of something else, but not the love the way it is. And that's what Jupiter, who it is, the growth, is retrograde in Aries, is going to go back in Pisces and says, like, no more face masks. We are pushed to this. It's going to feel like personal karma. It's going to feel like family karma. It's going to feel like generational karma. It's going to feel like humanity karma. It is heavy energy, but it's needed. You need to understand these energies. They are here for us to go out there and have a real life, real happiness, real love, and real situations, and so on and so on from within. So let's recognize the people who came to the chat. Tiffany H, thank you. Thank you for choosing the topic. Erica, hi. Thank you for seeing you here. Carl Lucy, thank you. Glad to see you here. Alchemy Nick, thank you. Thank you for coming in there. Here was a 1717 at the time. And Salma, thank you. And to Josh, thank you for reporting. Purging energies, a lot of cleansing. Yes, the energies are being cleansing. You might experiencing a part of a little pieces of the dark night of the soul. It is for the collective. It's not only for a personal level, but it's collective. You might see it um, or purging energies that not belong to you. Belong to the collective or belong to the person you connect with it. That is a this energy that it's we are cleaning because it's our mess, all of us, not only a personal mess, and it has been working so hard in this. Hi Guy, thank you for coming in. So let's go dive in into this accepting for what do you accept from what you knew in your journey. Before you accepting anything for it, make sure you are know the truth from within, accepting the truth. Otherwise, within this journey and spirituality journey that we are, without the truth, you can accept things that they are not proper, and then your journey can be based out of face mask, from within you. It's very important not to lie to yourself. What do you feel? How do you feel? And so on and so on. Also, that will reflect towards your partners, towards and everything else from within. Acceptance, though, you need to understand that acceptance, that is a what it is. It is what it is. Where you are in your journey. Maybe you're on your journey as a currently you are awakened. Maybe you're on your journey realizing that by you being in a relationship and you loving somebody else, now there is an internal conflict from within you because inside of you, you have a love for somebody, but you cannot give the love to the person that you're living with or the situations they are from within. It is because you have a soul tie to somebody else. Then you may have a yes, exactly, alchemy of balance, Nick. Thank you for this. Yes, because when you're accepting something that is not truth, then it's going to come out and backfire on your journey on both individuals. Actually, you need to understand that the person who's getting it, he pays, the price for it. But it's something that you guys don't understand. It is the 10% or 10 times fault for the person who actually do it. It's a very heavy karma in there involved, and exactly will chew you up. And a lot of the people don't understand this for it. When you work for the universe, you give back 10% of what you earn or whatever it is. You give it back. You probably help 10 people for free, or you go ahead and do 10 things, or 10% is out there. You're doing something. Okay, that is your 10%. That's how it works. The universe asking you to give 10% so the universe can give to other people. That's how it works. But if you causing damage from it, yeah, it's an energetic things. Yes, exactly. Well, a lot of the people are not aware of, and thank you for bringing that, Nick, that if you are hurting, for example, I've been dealing with healing a healers now in the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever. For it, you create the situations within the healer. You need to understand that whatever you're planning, whatever you do to the healer, whatever the situation says, for it, you're going to get it back fire 10 times of what you did to that healer, because the healers, they're helping the humanity. You're hurting that and expecting the trains coming sooner or later. Maybe not now, maybe not at this moment, but you need to understand this how it works. Okay, don't say you didn't know. You maybe don't know, but you need to understand that it is the same thing with the other energies that the deception, manipulations, and so on. This is a form of magic. Okay, you're doing a magic things for it, and people ask me why it's so hard. It is so hard because the healers, when they are wounded, it takes that 10 times more than an average person to be healed. For I made a video about today. But let's talk about. Hi, Blue Swan. Thank you for Kurt and Eva show up. I don't know if it's only Kurt or only Eva, but guys, thank you. Thank you for being here. And in your journey, okay, as a twin flame, to go back for it because kind of like I take a little sidetrack, Nick. You need to understand that it's the same thing applies into the twin flames journey. If you hurt your twin flame, then the situation is getting in the same positions for. So don't do it. I mean, we're talking about soulmates. When you have a soul connections, that is a soulmate, twin flames, divine partners. You need to understand divine partners they're chosen from the divine choosing you there. There is something needs to be done as a divine partnership. I begin to understand that the divine partnership is something little bit different there for divine purpose. They may be a little different and similar to the twin flames, maybe evolving within the twin flames. The twin flames have to come in and evolve into a divine partnership. We still have to bug this out for it, but there is a lot of terms and a lot of disinformations within twin flame communities and so on and so on for it. But the journey steps are the same for it. You might be in your journey as a twin flame that there is a lot of conflict, the ego, the push buttons are there. Hi, Julie. Thank you for coming in. There could be a lot of this conflicts for it. You maybe create a conflicts even now when there was a Mercury retrograde. We need to understand that conflicts are coming in because they show the things that you and your partner have to work it out. You have to do the part from within. They have to do the part from within themselves for it. But it's better to fix it together. If not fixing together, there is the next stage is coming. That is the stage of separation, because the separations that is going to be filled with a lot of miss, a lot of guilt, a lot of this kind of like a deep rooted sadness from within. You're missing everything. You're missing. It's gonna be kind of like a deep sadness from within, but you overcome it. Look at the sadness. You may find that through the sadness, you might find your codependency. You may find your need for stability in life in general. Whatever the situation was that was cause of this separation, so you can overcome this, so the sadness can go away, and then you go back into the love. You may be on a stage of go back into the love for it and the fire from within, but you need to understand that these processes, wherever you are from within your journey, you need to accept it is what it is. But that is it, the ultimate truth. If you don't have the truth, as Nick stated here, thank you, Nick, for being here, and thank you guys for sending a little bit energies for it, because I was exhausted in the past. Maybe we're talking about like a month and so on for it, but lately been dealing with people who are working as a they are either as a psychologist, or there is a support, or they are doing some kind of service to the humanity, or they are working it as a out there for the helping with the heavy energies in there. And in the past like a week, he's actually has been more tense, content from within this. And now when we're talking about this acceptance of the truth, you understand the real value of the truth that exists out there. For some of you may be finding truths that you didn't accept it. Somebody may find in the truths that you need to overcome. Someone maybe uh, will find himself of things that they need to work out from within. Maybe you dig deep inside of you and you figure out there was a something from within you that you are carrying. You are carrying the pain that someone did something wrong to you, wrongful and things, and now you feel in shame for it because you allowed this to happen from within you. Had to go back personally. We're talking about how to go back to my kindergarten. I was wrongful put in the corner by the teacher. I still remember it because they thought that I did something very bad and it wasn't my fault. But later on, everybody look at it, and but I was crying myself out in there in that corner. And later on, they find out the truth, and the teacher came in and apologized and so on. And they talked to my grandparents about this, that I need to be more relaxed. But I was in deep pain. I had to go back in there. I was looking at that energy where I come from. So, hi, permanent one. But you look at your journey as a twin flames, and take a look the stages of the twin flame. You may be on an awakening stage. You may be in the bubble phase. You may be in a realization state. You may be in the process of I had enough. I have to do something because I can't live anymore dualistic life in me, be with one person and have love with someone. And you need to understand that if you don't feel love from somebody, but you're living together with them, you are harming them. Energetically, you're harming that person. You basically are breadcrumbing that person of the love that you hold for someone else, but not with the person that you are. Usually, that is a coming in as a huge problem. That is a when the people getting awakened when they're already in marriage for it. You need to understand that you cannot break the marriage if your partner is in marriage. Okay, they have to come to these realizations themselves, because later on, that the more you hold on to it, the worse it's going to get in you. The more lie you hold on to it, the worst is going to be affecting you, your family members, and especially if you have kids. Okay, for this painful emotion, the separation must be also accepted. For transmutations, the universe will continue to shake that up the rug. Must face our fears. Exactly. Nick, thank you for the help and doing it in this. For it, I wish we can figure it out, but my computer system is still broke down for it. One day we're gonna plan, me and Nick. We're gonna do a live chat, and you guys can answer it. We can be both of him. We're gonna be answering your questions here. Nick, you need to understand he is very, very highly within the spirituality, within the religious, within the old situations, but he's a very within the energies. Okay, he knows the gravitation, how it works. We know each other for quite a while time to be within this. And I want to say thank you, Nick, for personally, and namaste to you for it, for being here. And seems like you get out of the hermit mode, which is very good for. But to continue with what I was talking about is that these painful emotions that right now they are actually painful emotions. They are going within the world, it's false world, and the gravitations and the energies are crying out for this false reality to end, to break it off. It's time. It is time for this. It is time you to choose your partner, your divine partner, you to be from with however it's supposed to be. And that's what these breakages are coming in. We're breaking at old limitations. We are breaking at the old rules. We are breaking at the old hand man made patterns. Okay. And we have to stop with the deceive, the deceptions, the all that stuff. And we have to, most importantly, to have to stop lying to ourselves what we see. It might be we see something, but it's actually something different. Okay, stop lying to your own self. It is a primary thing right now from within you. So accepting it is when you wake up as a twin flame, wherever you are in the journey, you're going to have a shock in your system. Okay, that is a deep shock of the things that you don't know, and now the things that you do feel, know, and you operate out as an energy. You don't operate anymore that you have to like things, because it is accepted in the false world that you're supposed to like in it. You're supposed to be in a marriage. You're supposed to be having a house, and everyone has to be liking what you have, and so on and so on. Now that crap is dying. Now we'll see it how this is coming in, and people is like, where is your human value? You need to understand in the next 2 years, we are going to be working on not in your materialistic value, not in your what you have, not what you do, who you are as a value from within you, how you are as a personality, what is your life, how you treat others, and so on and so on. Because within 2 years, when a Pluto finally moves permanently into Aquarius, game's over. There will be a game over. There's going to be you either transform or you're not part of this society, you're not part of these situations. You're going to be forced kind of like to transform. And you feel these pressures, energies specifically right now. Therefore, this purpose that we're talking about. All right. But here comes in that you have to accept the truth from what you do. You love another person in your soul, and it is what that is. Okay. So you need to understand. Yeah, that is the counterpart won't accept our value until we do. You need to understand your value from yourself. Okay. Your value is the energy, it is the spirit from within you, it is your energy of how you do it with others. This is your value, this is your human soul value. I'm not talking about human being here. And if you are crappy as a human being and you bring those values into awakening within a spirituality, guess what? You're going to have a low value with the spirituality world. And these things are not acceptable anymore. Just you're not going to be going forward. You're not building the new world. You're not building the new situations. But Nick is right. You have to accept your values from within. You have a values. You have a responsibility. You have a things that you do for others within the world. Your value is a soul. But a lot of the people I see, they don't value the soul. They value other things from within. They may value the way that the old world was. What is the material possessions? What is that's going to bring them from within them? And what is that going to be for it? But you don't have the peace in the soul. People don't value the peace in the soul. They forgot about that. They forgot the most important thing, the peace from within. Because the peace from within builds the things into the material world. And the things that you build within the material world, that brings the love. And with love, you can build and overcome everything. Because with love, everything gets possible. But a lot of the people, they don't look at it that way. A lot of the people, they are looking at this like, I will do this, I will make the money, I will buy the house, and I'm going to be happy. You're going to be happy? Maybe. But if you're awakened and you do all this, and guess what? You get all those stuffs, all the shiny toys, all the brand new things, brand new cars, and so on and so on. But you love somebody in your soul that is not next to you. Now, what is your value with all this that's around you? Zilch. Nada. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Then you figure out this that you should evolve in the soul. You're looking at that evolutions. You clean up yourself. You understand things, and if it's supposed to be, will be. Okay, that's what I want to say, and that's what I want to tell you about today. Nick, if you have something as a comment, I would love to see your comments or some questions for it. You guys can go ahead now and asking some questions that are coming in for it, and thinking about what we're going to talk about tomorrow. And I want to say thank you guys for coming in, because this energy, these talks for it, there will be survival guides later on when the things are coming ugly. For some of you, that's going to be within a month from now, 2 months from now. But the next year, we're talking about, there is going to be a lot of inner work to be done. All right. There's going to be a lot of more inner work, but that inner work is going to be done in different level, on different understanding. Most of the people who's going to go now to this transformation period, and they're going to begin this new level of consciousness, next year they're going to be uh, harvesting all this. They're going to be beginning to pioneering the age of Aquarius from within. You will see it. There's going to be a lot more new things are coming for. So that's what I had for you guys. Waiting on your questions. Energetic spiritual currency is more valuable possessions. Give to receive is an investment. Exactly. You need to understand when someone comes in, invests the time, energy, and effort into universe also is there to invest at the same time. That's that is what's going to be as a possession value for it. But sooner or later, if you think's not great, the universe is going to look for its return for the money system. It's not just based out of this. It's based as representing us the energy. We're exchanging the energies within money, and that's how we learn to go to work, make money, or do something, develop something, or create something, something that brings money. And with this money, we go buy food and groceries and so on and so on. But if you understand that this is all exchange of energy, it is the same thing of these energies that you exchange with others. Why do you asking other people to return energy to you, or you're asking for an answers, or either the universe asking for an answer for it? You need to understand everything that you have, all either you, it belong to the universe. Absolutely everything. And you won't be able to get anything out of this world except the energy, the way you evolve in the soul. How much did you grow? How much did you grow learning here? You had the seed here, put it on earth, and you learned for it. Thank you, Nia. I'm funny. I can be very funny, make some a lot of jokes for it. Yes, a lot of the people don't know that, Nick, right? And we try to tell them that the people to look the things around. And you're right, it's got a lot of relativity in there. But the people don't think that way. The people thinking about these situations for it. And you need to understand that sometimes when you give, let it go. If you don't get the return, okay? Because that energy was gift, that was also the energy from the universe. All right. The universe creates balance one way or another, soon or later. The universe does this from within itself, because if there is no balance within the universe doesn't also feel bad, good as well. Okay, because he knows there is injustice done in there for it. But you need to understand the universe doesn't act until the things are not concrete, because the universe knows the truth, sees what the progress is, allow us to make downfalls, allow us to make some things, allow us to make the mistakes, because that's how we learn. The question is, we don't learn and we repeat, then the situation is as a conscious decision. Okay, when you repeat the same mistakes, it's a conscious decisions now. Now the universe can hold you responsible for. So, what does my troublesome relationship with money shows about me? Uh, Wonder Nanda, it's all perceptions within this. So, for example, if you continue telling yourself, I have a problem with money, you continue attracting. That's the law of attractions. You're attracting problem with money. Uh, uh, but here is within your questions, what has that got to show about me? thinking about personally is one of the things that we have to go ahead and get rid of it. That is the part of the ego, and it's very well that you wrote it that way for it. But troublesome relationship with money, it is about, we're talking about the correlations of, for example, if you borrow money to someone for it and they don't return uh, to it, or you take a loan from the bank, you not return it, there is some consequences, right? You suffer some consequences. But it's the same thing within the relationship and the energy within the soul. You invest and you do this, and now you feel like they don't return the love towards you. They don't return the same energies to you. Okay. That's what we talk about. So we can't giving to the people for kind of like we can give into the people a idea of how to comprehend that the energy and the energies you are is the value, is your energy and time and effort that you do. It's similar to the money for it, because everyone pretty much operates with money. Okay, and they understand about money, and that's what we are tied up to it. But the Templars, the financial system is built from that Templar wisdom, as Nick said. And we fear the loss of money, but we also fear the loss of the energy that we invested in the relationships, we investing into doing something, and so on and so on and so on from within. If we fear the loss of money, it's what we receive, same as it with everything. Exactly. Thanks, Nick. So, Cici, thank you for coming in. Couple went to the hospital. Yo, thank you for the video. From there, I found my skeleton is magnetically being pulled out of me. Yeah, there is going to be a lot of energies with this. You're going to feel like old, bad energies. The universe kind of like pulls out from you. Maybe also you're going to feel like they're taking energies that you pick up from the collective. They're pulling out from what you, but before pulling out, they understand that you have to process it. When you work with collective energies, you are getting those energies from yourself, and you have to process them. That is a one of the part of the healers that they do. That is in their job. That is the people who does all this Reiki energy healing. That is the people who are doing psychic readings for the collective. They work with the collective energy. Some of the tarot readers, they are the same way. Some of the astrologers, my colleagues, are exactly the same way, because we are attuned. We are attuned to these energies. Okay, when the people who writing a public post about the energies, I know quite a few of you are sensing what's going on right now, and you're writing in a post. But you're writing that post for it. Even tonight, we are going to go see someone for spiritual talks in there. Um, for, but you need to understand that all these people, they are here to guide you, to help you. They're here to give you, so you can be able to understand what's going on for it. And when they have issues, okay, or and so on and so on, you need to understand the energies are very heavy at the moment. Okay, very heavy in this. So yeah. Carl Lucy, I've started feeling that truly value my soul to accept Twin Flame wants to live a life without me. That's what my journey soul choosing a different experience and no longer want to be with him brings peace. Yes, and some of you need to understand that if your twin flame doesn't want to be with you, they're not ready for it. Maybe they just right now they are out of ego or anger or materialistic issues or someone they don't want to be with you. That is their choice. Maybe they did that choice in the past life, and now they have to feel the deep missing from within to come back to you. So, Carlos, yes, there is a lot of this going on right now, simply because of the way the energies are. We're talking about the Sun and Venus. They are in Libra. They are in the house of love. They are in the house of the relationship, but they are opposing the growth, the wrong growth. That is returning, Jupiter returning into Pisces. It's like you gave birth to the false world. It's time to destroy the false world. And now I'm going to give you a rebirth. The rebirth it's coming of let me tell you, we are right now going to experience a lot of loss, but you're going to feel lost, like you're out of time, space, and you feel like you're displaced. Like, I don't know what I'm doing, where I'm going. I don't know when to sleep. I don't know when to wake up. That it comes in because Pluto is stationary. For He's going to go direct on October 8th. So hold on another 4 or 5 days. You're going to be feeling like that. And later on, we are going to feel a little bit like, oh, I learned this, but is that the truth? Or you learned it, things, and now you have to perform the age of Aquarius because Saturn is an Aquarius. He's the teacher in the Aquarius, and he's going to go direct in the 23rd of October for it. So be patient, allow the things to unfold naturally, to comes in on its own way. The truth, the things that you looking for it to find answers, the universe will bring it to you. Either it's going to become through conversations with someone, it is going to come in through a understanding, or you're going to be finding all this. That is the universe jump from. So yeah, but accept the current moment of now. You need to understand, accept the current moment of now, not to worry about the future and not to worry about the past mistakes, but transform and correct yourself for the better future. That is what is the energies right now. That's what we are working. Nick, ultimate balance. The universe is constantly conspiring to present us with the highest possible outcome. Exactly. The universe always, do you understand that the universe wants us to be more happy because that way, through the happiness, we give more to the universe, and the more we give to the universe more give us back. This is like you have a lot of money of you go ahead and you invest it in there, and you have a highest rate of return, and now you constantly give and take, exchange within the universe, but you're adding more and more and more and more. Okay, but if you only take, guess what? It's not going to happen. So yes, the universe wants us to be happy and constantly conspire to present us with the highest possible outcome. That is totally correct, Nick. And um, our limited precision, limited abilities to see. If you see the things, everything else is there too. Exactly. You need to understand what you're in alignment with the universe, everything is there. It's present at the current moment in time. And all that does is choices. What choices we make. Are we choosing the things from the soul? Are we choosing the things as our human behavior? For so Christian, if my twin don't choose me by ego, about family must run away from him, because it's not about run away. It's about Christian to let it go, let him go, let it to God. It's like let it to the universe. It's like here you go, universe. Take care of your baby. All right, here's you go, the baby, and to let the universe teach him. But don't run away. It's running doesn't help. Become I don't meet him when he can't live without means for it. Uh, so um, you explained the energy wave so well. 8 years on the journey, never felt this before. Still, I feel something wonderful is on its way. Queen Master, exactly. That's what does us a little bit more different is when we work with the collective energies and explain the energies because uh, the evolution within us as energy, you need to understand we begin to be more cooperative, the more be in a mutual agreement with the energy as in ourselves, but we also getting with the gravitations, and we getting a more internal peace that lead us to the absolute connection within the universe. It's little bit down the road. I mean, the absolute is absolute. Okay, everything that exists in the world, the ultimate truth, whatever it is, it's within you actually. But until you reach to that point, for it, we have a lot to evolve from within. And I'm so glad that Queen Master, you get in at this. For it's not just the words from me, and it's actually the words you guys putting into a chat. Okay, and that energy actually stays here. It's going to help in the next generations or the next people, the people who are going to need it. The universe is connecting to what they need to look and how they need to look things from. So the energy is yes, we're doing it this. And thank you for that comment because people, more and more people getting understanding their energy and they're getting attached within the energies from within. Um, can someone turn my frequency radio to something more pleasant? CC, yeah, I can understand what you're trying to do. I had some question. I had a talk with someone and they ask me, I'm kind of like I don't want to be born anymore when I was awakened as a twin flame. Some of the people they feel so strong right now, the pounding of the energies that they're not with their soulmate, twin flame, divine partner, whatever the case might be, because of this. They feel the intensity within the connections, within the pressures, and for but yeah, you need to look that for within. But careful what you wish for, pleasant for it because of lower energies. They listen to your desires, and they may give you those desires. And guess what? You can be dragged down into the underworld. CC. So be careful. I've been experiencing deep grief energy. It feels like came out of nowhere. Permanent one is the grief. You need to understand that the grief the love that it's held from within a lot of people that has not been released, that has been held on from it inside. There's are the people who cannot express their true love from within. We have a lot of grief going on right now, but that grief is going to be showing up at mid November. We're talking about the Scorpio season when the Sun and Venus they're gonna meet the South Node. That's mean the past. You're gonna feel that grief. I mean, into the last cell of your body. What we are just now experiencing is just preview. I already said that the moon when I walked into a Scorpio and passed through there. Uh, a lot of you already confirmed there was a mini Dark Night of the Souls, but that was repeated for. But yeah, this have to look within this because the grief is unspoken love, unexpressed love. That is a love. It's like someone passed away and you cannot tell them anymore, I love you. But imagine the grief there is, you cannot tell I love you to a person who is alive. How big that is. There is a lot of grief of this. There is a lot of false. There is a lot of false marriages. There is a lot of false people out there that they know the truth from within them, but they never express their feelings. They never express how they feel about the person. That's the grief. And that grief, it is just like, it's going to hit us hard, collectively hard, worldwide. You're going to feel that from within. Uh, so, Sissy, keep your hand off the radio dial. The best frequency is always playing. Just got to be still enough to hear it. Oh, I love that. Yeah, stay away from the cell phone. Don't dial different numbers. Oh, I love that. Josh, my bowels were twin flame runner today. There is angels. Oh God, rolling that. Keep on rolling and rolling and rolling with the stones. Okay. Um, Nick, are you saying the 2.5 is the right one for me right now? Carlos, I value the physical person of my twin flame more than myself. You need to understand the value. You have to value the person that you're with. Equality as the same you value yourself. You love them as the way that you want them to love you. You support them the way they were supporting you. That is a part of the given, the equal give and take. But when you put them in the higher positions than more than yourself, you abandon part from within. Very good one, Carlos. Okay, we're talking about value. Even though that we are in the same soul, we are taught value more outside other people. The childhood memory you spoke of, you, how we heal. Carl, Lucy, I would love to help you, but I need to know what the childhood trauma is. Because the childhood traumas are very effective because that is the way you develop your behaviors on the base of the trauma. And find me on the Facebook at some point. Okay, let's look at it what that is. But usually, when you have a childhood trauma, that can affect you in your life, and it's gonna comes into your adult relationship. While now, as a twin flame or soulmate or a divine partnership, for it, that trauma have to be addressed. That trauma, it comes out in the surface. So, for example, you abandon someone, or you hurt someone, or you disillusion someone, is because of that trauma. You have to look at it in this. Why you abandoning people, why you doing all that situations, or when someone finally comes to you and it says like, "Hey, listen, I was wrong, I was this, I was that." Why you don't accept them? Because the things didn't happen at the time that you wanted. It's still a ego in there. But if the people comes in and they tell you the truth and everything else and so on, and the absolute truth is there and the divine is present, guess what? You will make a different decisions from within. So okay. Um, Piotr Eiffel, I feel I completely given up on my twin flame journey because just very pointless and senseless. Like I was delusional for many years. Now disconnected from my person, more peaceful. Piotr, yes, there could have been a I don't know your personal story for it, but there is a lot of this going on because of we awaken within us all, but we still act in our behaviors as humans. And you may feel the energy within this person, but they could be even they deceiving from within because they were deceiving as a human personality. Now they are also deceiving in the spirituality world. But that is a lesson for them. It's very good that you released that energy. That the way you should have that inner peace because when you're releasing that energy from within, the things is going to be coming in better. You don't feel the burden anymore from within. However, you're probably gonna miss the energies exchanges with that person for it. But if you develop yourself, work more in a community, you give more out there, you actually is gonna begin to evolve as you're supposed to evolve within this person. Okay, if it was meant to be you to be with this person, the world be next to you, and now you too can do the same situation, helping more people. That is a the part with the unified of soulmates, twin flames, divine partnerships. They all have a different for it. Um, but there is also could be a relationships of um, giving you the message. Okay, don't shoot the messenger right now here. You might gonna experience it. There's gonna be a lot of new things that's gonna comes in. That is a relationship between a uh, oh my god. Those are the people who they are the sparks. Wherever they go, they're gonna fire up the flares of the soul. Okay, they are gonna be a catalyst relationships. These people, they're gonna be waking up the masses, and they are coming now. The catalyst relationship. This is gonna be a huge. Some of the twin flames, they are like this. Some of the people, they're divine partnerships, they are like this. They're gonna evolve to this catalyst positions to waken up the humanity. For so you might find yourself with somebody else, Piotr, for it. You never know. Um, all right. CC, but we are always supposed to be out, including vibration, frequency, growth, and acceptance. Is that what you feel right now? Being written. We're all where we're supposed to be at. For we're here in the chat room. That's it. For if you look at vibrations and frequency, the way our the human race goes on, it is what it's supposed to be, because the human race has to see the self-made situations compared to go back and accept the universe way. So we are learning in that. Nia Robinson, yeah, but that's better than being asleep like before. Um, yeah, the sleep is important. Last night, actually, I got. I mean, I was totally, totally. Even this morning, I couldn't even move. I was in this. I mean, whoa! I haven't felt like this in many years. For it, but yeah, the sleep like this, like the universe. I think that Crow Girl wrote me, the universe shut you down for taking a break. She's maybe right, actually. And for uh, uh, GCK CPA, I'm present. Thank you for coming in. Xanapix, yes, when I tell the TF I love him, he gets angry. The anger and the grief have been a heavy. Yes, they are. You probably want to tell him you love them. They have something that would hold the love from within them, and they getting angry because maybe take a look their previous relationship, or take a look like maybe somebody told him they loved him, and they discarded him, and now he doesn't believe in the words "I love you." You need to understand, some of the people are very wounded of the words "I love you." When they truly loved somebody, and somebody take for granted that true love, and there is some wounds in there. So Xanapix, take a look within this anger, and take a look within the understanding to see what this is. maybe you're gonna understand a little bit better that his wounds, maybe they wounded you. Talk about this yesterday. Stop passing the pain around, but start understanding the pain, because people trying to pass us the pain that they've been carrying from within, but it's their transmutations of that pain from within, not giving to us, or even getting energy and want to harm you, hurt you, and so on. And we want to learn this lesson, but it's very good actually if you can take a look and understand from within this, but very good one. Isn't unconditional love free? Because if you have a contract to it, you wouldn't. If you have a contract, you wouldn't conditional. You need to understand the unconditional love towards your twin flame. It's unconditional love. The conditional love is I love you because you provide for me. I love you because you're good in the bed. I love you because of you care for my kids, or I love you because of so on. The unconditional love is you give this unconditional love. Doesn't matter. Maybe you cook together with the person. Maybe you go out for a walk with the person. You may be doing a lot of other things with the person. The unconditional love actually is the love that helps us to create the life together. Now, if you think that you have a contract and you have to fulfill the need and you have to create these conditions, then the love from unconditional turns to a condition. But the unconditional love within the twin flame, it's the base of that unconditional love for mutual agreement of get rid of this codependency, but create a interdependency. I give you, you give me, and you will grow. That's what that goes. Not like I'm depending on you to get out of the bed so we can go to work, for example. That is codependency. I have to wait on you to get up out of bed, for example. Or we're talking about something and then something is not happening, then I'm depending on you that it's still, it doesn't have the mutual agreements in there. All right. Let me see where I am right now. Salma, what do you think these runners are feeling with these energies? Some of the runners have a rough time right now within these energies, especially if they give you half truth or half excuses or so on and so on. They will feel very heavy. Right now, it's not that heavy for the runners. Wait until Scorpio season. This is going to be, yeah, I don't want to explain what they may feel inside. They feel the shame, the guilt, maybe internal inside of them. There's going to be a lot of things that, as a process is going on from within. This is a lot of the revelations are going to come out. They're going to find out revelations of things that they did, why did they did them, and why they should have not done it. So there's going to be a lot of runners coming out in confessions after Scorpio season. You will understand this. There's going to be a lot of this, but we're talking about confession from soul. Hopefully they get it. If they don't get it now, then they're gonna be. We're talking about the sun when it goes in and come together and match with Saturn in the Aquarius season. Out there, there's gonna be a judgment day, and probably you wish not to be born. But we gotta go walk through the hell to enter the paradise. That's how it goes, and they are going to feel it. Waking or not, Ben has been mean right now. So ignoring him. Yeah, but you all you can do is all you can do. It's not that's you do your inner job. As it to consciousness, the Christ, the consciousness is one of free choice. Yes, exactly. It's a free choice in there. Christine, I'm happy to live angelic life, and I'm ascending my love, tender love, like energetic. Think I'm happy, and angel cry is good. That angelic energies, Christians, they're pretty good. They're pretty good from within. Like your skeleton has been stolen. Oh, that energy of the skeleton has been stolen. Yes, it's nobody wants to talk about those low vibrational energies. You know, it's like I've been only getting a few hours of sleep at night past before weeks from the past weeks personally. I know it's been rough on the sleeping. Okay, guys, please tell me how you go on. How do you get your things done? That's what I'm asking yesterday about energy. We're just getting the things that we need to do. I mean, for example, today I had to go to my general practitioner doctor. I had to go make an appointment in there. Then I had to go to give me prescriptions for going to another doctor, and that doctor had to give me an exam, and that doctor had to send me to go into a different lab so I can go ahead and run a test on me before I go to the hospital on the 13th. So we can understand what's going on with this. Then I had to go to the car service and I had to go walk the dog out. I'm just doing it because those are the things that I need to do. But within me, during all this process, with all the energies, I'm reflecting at the same time from within me of these energies, and I understand what the current energies are. So you do your thing, but you also do your energy work at the same time, pretty much, because it is like it's going to rain and you have to go drive in the rain. You get your umbrella within you. You go to your car. You get in your car. You shake it off the umbrella, but there's going to be a water in the car. Okay, then you have to use again the umbrella to go to work and do your work in there. And a lunch break, you go ahead and you reevaluate the energies and stuff. Then you go back to work. You do your regular work and so on. And after you work, you go back home and you do your energy work as well. That's how it goes for it. CC, Blue Swan, love to all. Blue Swan, same, have here been for days. Much progress. Thank you all for that, what you do you and all. Blue Swans, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it, guys, for everything. CC, those are skeletons in your closet being stolen. Happy Halloween. Woo! All right, Dio, Dr. Visit helped for it. Yeah. Uh, when you have a skin situations, you go into a doctor's here in Bulgaria. You can't just go to a skin doctor. You go into a general practitioner who is your personal doctor, and he gives you paperwork that says, "I checked out Mr. Veselinov, and he needs to been seen by a skin doctor." That's how it goes. So it helped though. Christine, I love very much things conditional around me in life and forgive, accept, understanding, and go with the journey. Exactly. Uh, BA 1111, only the runner day this year. You need to understand the 1111. There's gonna be. I'll look at it. There's gonna be a very precise energies there between Mars, Venus, and the Sun. There's gonna be a very precise energy for it. And as I'm talking, we have 22 people watching and 11 likes. That's gotta do something. And I have some message on the Facebook. Um, it's my sister. All right, that's mean I have to wrap this up, guys. I need to talk to my sis. I love her so much. And there you go. For it. So all right, guys. If you have some any more questions, let's answer it. Also, guys, thinking about what do you guys want to talk about tomorrow? For and when is that Judgment Day you mentioned? BA. All right. I'll, I'll tell you where is that Judgment Day is. All right. Uh, mhm. All right. Very good questions up here, astrology wise. So let me see what you guys taking. Look from within. All right. As you see here in the bottom, we're having the current that it's at the north node, that it's 13 degrees. That is in Taurus. And we have Uranus here at 17 degrees. And we are going to have in right here, pile up in Scorpio. We are going to have a Mercury, the sun, which is represents the authority, but that authority is going to be within the south node here, that it's opposing the north node on 1324. As you see it, that's 1314. All right, and that is going to be in November 5th if you're looking at this. All right, because the authority, your authority from within, and the universe authority that is represent Uranus with the North Node, they are going to opposing your authority within the darkness of Scorpio, within the underworld. And you need to understand right there is Venus and Scorpio and Mercury, which is communications. And all that, okay, is squaring not somebody else, but is a squaring the karmic ruler, which is Saturn. As you see this, those are the squares right here. And that is squaring the North Node and Uranus here. All right. And if you didn't do your job in here, you're gonna meet all this in here, in Aquarius situation. And I mean, you guys see it, the charts. I'm not making this up. Okay. I mean, even some of the colleagues of mine, they're like, I don't know where we are going to hide. And I I tell him the joke. There was a guy who wants to pass, who was supposed to pass away, and he went to Saint Peter and asked him, Saint Peter, give me a 1 year. And Saint Peter told him, you know what? I give a lot of to people to finish what they want to finish. I'll give you an extension of 1 year. Just please do me a favor. And he was like, what favor? Don't hide from me. So he came in the 1 year, and the guys was kind of like put himself around, and he tied up and hide from what one room that has no doors and no anything. And Saint Peter walks in from within the walls and is like, "Did I ever ask you about a favor? You can't hide from me. So you can't hide your soul from the universe." So that's how it goes. So don't take it. You are going to get what it is. You might feel the collective situations from it. That doesn't mean that's going to be a judgment day, but there is going to be a looking at on this because the sun represents the authority from within you. It represents the father figure. It represents this authority within, like a president, a boss, a situation, or authority figure that you have authority from with. But if you look at it, the south node, that is the past karma, the recent past, or the past from since the beginning of the creation for it, that is right now that authority is going to have to answer from within learning about this from within. And since Saturn is right there, Saturn is the revealer of the truth. Especially he's an Aquarius. He's like, you're not truthful and you want to have a true life in here? Are you kidding me? You ain't going in there. And we talk about these situations for it. And, you can run, but you can't hide from the universe. And that some people it's going to get that when it comes to a Scorpio season. You can't. It is what it is. So I mean, look at it on this. We're going to have a Jupiter retrograde, and maybe a few days later, you're going to even feel a little more intensified. But around these days, beginning of November until like the 11th, 12th, you're gonna be looking at this situations. But if you transform, let me tell you this here. All right. So, for example, let me show you here. If you transform, this is Pluto here. Okay, you transform. You have a divine energies with Mars that is here. Okay, Mars is retrograde. Your spirit is in peace. You're not doing the fights anymore. The only thing you'd have in a fight is the retrograde Jupiter and Pisces and the retrograde Neptune. But what are you fighting? You're fighting with the deceived deceptions and all the bad stuff for it. You kind of like fed up with all that. That is the divine masculine. But Pluto, as you see it, okay, Pluto as you see it, he is says transforming in this, and that's why I give you the problem, the situations from. Okay, so if you transform, there will be no problem. You learn your lessons, which is Saturn. It's also go ahead. He's got a trine with Mars. But if you look at it here, the moon has a divine energies towards this. All right. What is this? The intuition. Are you healing? It's together with Chiron. So through a judgment day, you're going to heal things. So it's going to be an interesting thing, interesting situations from down positions, guys. Just occurred to me in the movie Terminator Judgment Day, Arnold said, I'll be back. So did Christ. I'll be back. Here you go, Nick. That's just for you. For it. Yeah, I like that Terminator movie. We see that. But if you look at the Terminator movie, uh, it represents this Scorpio warrior that fights for justice in there. And that's what this energy of Scorpio is, to bring the truth from within, to have fairness within adjustment. And if you do adjustment as a Scorpio energy, you're probably the most affected within this. Or if you have something within Scorpio, we're talking about Scorpio, the 13 degrees, 15 degrees, 20 degrees, whatever is out there for it. There's going to be some situations from within, astrologically wise. So we talk about the Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, uh, Aquarius situation. Now you understand why it's been all year preparations for this. People to get true and better from within. You're gonna learn to the good way, the bad way, the ugly way, or you're gonna pay at the end. The universe doesn't deceive us. Yes, and you can't deceive the universe. The universe knows the truth from within you. And people think that they can go cut corners or go around, or no, I can't. Worldly things have, it's only being corrected. It's more difficult only if you resist it. Exactly. It is about which you correct ourselves, but don't resist the changes that the universe wants to do in the world. So, exactly. All right, guys, what do you guys want to talk about tomorrow? Man, I have not had a cigarette. It's 1 hour, 16 minutes. Okay, yeah, that's the time, I guess. By the way, I want to say thank you all for the energy of the inner peace here, and the mutual understanding that we're keeping the same vibes. I want to say thank you. Thank you, guys. So yeah, accepting where you are in your journey. It doesn't matter what where you are. But if you face something that it's not correct from within you, go ahead and use these energies right now to correct yourself, correct your behaviors, correct the situations, correct the for the truth. But not only for the truth of for you, it is about that truth is gonna be go ahead and help the next generations after, and generations after, because you going to feel what the past generations not living in the truth, the damage from within the whole collective, from within us. If you can connect to this collective energy of pain, that we are not living real happy, and why the world it's not real happy, you will understand a lot of pain, a lot of deceptions, manipulations, and so on is being created over the years, over the centuries. And you're not going to like it. But that power that you're not going to like it is going to ignite you, empower you from inside that pain, you to go ahead and be the one, be the example from within you. When you are like this example, you now show up into the age of Aquarius as an example of what should be. So that is my message to you guys. All right. Topic could be how the unawakened can drag us. Oh, okay. But alchemy that can lead to talking about. I like that topic. If the room wants to go over it, I loved it actually. But that can lead us to talking about uh, toxic relationships, narcissism, and so on. But yeah, we can talk about it. I'm open. If the room wants to talk about it, I'm open to it. Zana Pix, thank you. Oh, you're welcome, Zana. Hopefully that all of us here, we are doing this inner work of energy to help everyone. They are wounded, they need healing, they need more understanding. Hopefully, we are going to be helping the uh, with these energies for a better world, guys. Well, nobody agree or disagrees with you, Alchemy. So probably I'll go with you. Okay. Nick, are you trying to say how the awakening can drag us from our divine path? Uh, because you wrote it out from out divine path. Because to me that sounds like how the awakening can drag us from our divine path. Our right, yeah, that's what I thought. I sense it out as the energy. I'm like something. It's not quite okay. Um, so this is the end goal of this journey to assist humanity to reopen their hearts. Yes, open up their hearts, but also open up their souls. Because the soul connecting to the Holy Spirit, Zana does something miracle. It's actually giving you this energy within the soul, and the soul overrides and put a new standards within the mind and the heart assisting with this. Yes, it's good to open heart, but some of the people who have an open heart, they are closed-minded for the soul work, for the energy, and they still not living in the truth from within them because the mind is deceiving them. The mind shows them a different ego-based reality. But when the spirit is connecting within the soul and setting new standards, you to living in the ultimate truth within you, that can heal the wounds in the heart, and the heart's gonna be feel much better for it. Okay, we may be deceived by those not the journeys we touched on all through the learning experience. Exactly. So there's a lot of work on that, Nick. For it, it's a lot of work in this. We have we have 2 years to get to where we need to be. We got it. So far, I'm seeing that with some of the people, the inner work has been done right. It's going to take some time to be actually accepted and worked it through. And as long as we are uh, keep it up, yeah, 2024, we are going to be at this positions for it. You need to understand within 2 years for it, we are going to enter more. Jupiter is going to enter Gemini season, and there's going to be a lot of this is coming in. But before that, Jupiter is going to meet with North Node and Uranus. And you're going to see things within the positive changes. Positive changes. And guess what? I'm not going to do so much looking into the future and giving you future energies, because some of you guys, when they know the energies, you're not doing the inner work. And that's why I stopped doing the monthly or weekly reports and doing the daily. So you can have day to day informations of what the work is. May sound like, when you go to work, okay, they give you what you need to do, where you gotta work, and what the work daily activity should be. That's how you need to accept that for. All right, guys. So let's share the love here. Want to say special thanks to Nick, Alchemy of Balance. I want to say also thank you all of you of being here. We are gonna be coming back together, and I want to say to you guys on the 6th, I'm going to do. So tomorrow, I'm not gonna ask you for a topic. Okay, I'm going to do about 4 to 5 hours workshop here on YouTube for it because on the 6th is my birthday, and in my birthday, I always been doing it at workshops. So that's how it is. That is the gift from me to myself, serving you. All right, guys, be love, and hopefully everything is going to be okay with you guys. Later on, I'm going to do the astro gravitational report for tomorrow. Be love, guys, and stay in the inner peace. Stay grounded, stay in your toes, and transmute as much as you can, to either personal or collective energy, whatever the case might be. But be love from within you is the most important thing, guys.